My name is Richard Austin. The name of the farm is The Colony. We're in Louisburgh, County Mayo. I was the second eldest, so I was the Heller to Connacht, and this is where I finished. I'm farming here since I was 19. I started farming here with my uncle. He was milking 22, 23 cows. It was a little more easy going. Cows knew where to go. They went to one side of the farm in the daytime and they went to a nearer field in the night time, and that was it. It's all very intense now, and it's all got to get them eating the grass at the right point, get it manured as quickly as you can so it's growing again as fast as possible, and get them grazing it as well as possible and get the most out of them you can. I have Montbéliard, they're called. They're from originally east of France, with a couple of difficult years, and it mightn't have been the fault of the cows I had, but these seem to be very good in both ways. They're good production and they sustain themselves very well.
My name is Lorena and I'm Richard's wife. I come from a city in Spain, from the north of Spain, called Gijón. It took me a time to readjust to this lifestyle, which I prefer in many ways, you know, especially now with the children. Well, we have Liliana. She's a 13-month-old baby girl. Then we have Dara, which is a 2.5-year-old boy. He's a busy boy. He wants to be with Daddy in the farm, tractor, digger. I mean, his first word was tractor. It was no daddy or mommy, it was tractor.
Well, I told Lorena first, before we got married, that I was already married. It's the cows and the farm. So she had to deal with that first.
My friends used to laugh at me, you know, when I started going out with Richard, because I'll come with all these things about lambs and, you know, calving, and, you know, I didn't know anything about it, and I kind of got into it, you know. I like to listen to Richard when he talks about the stuff that's going on around, and although my work is completely different to what he does, you know, in two different worlds as well.
My mum gave her some advice early on, and unfortunately she took her literally. She said, never learn how to milk cows, whatever else you do. Well, she's working full time and then come home to mind 2 kids, so it's busy enough. In general, farming is great for family time because I'm always here, and even if you're only popping in and out, you get to see them a lot during the day, in bits and pieces. Then as the spring kicks off, you do get very busy.
I have to be honest, it's not easy, but you just don't think about it, you know. Sometimes when you see other families maybe, and you know, you see that the daddies tend to spend more time, you know, they do their weekends, they can go away, you know, arrive Sunday and they can go their picnics, and you know, and yes, you can't. A good sunny day means Daddy's working all day, I mean all day and all night. He'll be up at 6 in the morning and maybe he'll be in bed at 2 in the morning a.m.
Myself and a friend of mine have a machinery between us, and we cut all our own silage. We help each other cutting our own silage. We get better quality silage. We're very happy with that, but you feel like you're at it all year long.
I think that's the toughest, and I only started to realize the last 2 or 3 years. At first, I tend to cook for all the men in the farm, you know, because that day you get another 2 or 3 men working with him, and you're supposed to cook their dinner, and you know, so you'll be busy as well in the sunny day. So I learned my lesson. Now I get the dinners from the pub, and I go and enjoy the sun with the kids. Individual days like that are fine, but when they're 5 or 6 in a row, it gets tiring, and yeah, you don't see the kids from morning to evening. I saw Liliana today, I think for the first time in 3 days. You know, because when I'd get out of the house, she'd be asleep, and when I get back in, she'd be asleep. It's not too bad now at the minute. I can take Dara, I have a car seat to fit the tractor, and he's strapped in there perfectly safe. He can't reach any of the controls, and he's happy to be there all day long. I don't know, I can't think of any other better environment for kids. They get to do so much as well, especially Dara, you know, it's only a 2.5, but he gets to help Daddy. The farm is the home, not just the house. When you're home, you were walking a field out the back, or you were playing hide and seek, you were hiding in sheds, you were playing in sheds, you were working in sheds, but all that was home.
So you can't buy and sell that and move it on. My passion and my drive in farming is not to milk as many cows as I can, not to get as big as I can, not to make as much money as I can. My drive in farming is to do as much of that as I can here. If Darrow's take over the farm, or Liliana, you just have to wait and see. You know, you nurture it and you let him, you have to keep him safe, obviously, firstly. Yeah, I'd be delighted, but wherever they decide to go at, I mean, it all depends on them. They might just have that interest. I mean, you can't force it. What I have established here mightn't be enough for a family income. Until he's something else and can afford to do what he wants or is independent enough, he'll be working here, doing what he can. And there's great life skills in work and in having to do it. You can't be always off playing football and surfing.